Hey there guys, Ultraviolent here, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a little update video going over some of the recent changes and additions to God Complex. There aren't many, just two things in this video we're covering. Obviously, since I've been bug fixing, I've made heaps of little tweaks here and there, but I'm not going to go over everything about, I can't even remember half the tweaks I've made. We're just going to go over the two most major things that I think are pretty cool that you guys will like. So there's also an update available to God Complex now, check the description. You can download the entire collection again if you want to be safe, or you can just download the individual files that have been changed and updated. It's all available in the description. So we're just going to get into this video. The first thing we're talking about is some health bar stuff. You can now load other health bar mods with God Complex. Make sure you watch and see how that works. And the other thing is some boss protection spawn setting stuff that is really cool. I explain that in pretty good detail and I show how it works in the second half of the video, so stick around and enjoy. Let's go. Okay, so a couple of neat changes I just wanted to add in here real quick. I think you guys will really appreciate these things. For starters, the two God Complex test maps are now included in God Complex. All you have to do is type in map GC for God Complex test 1 or 2. And that'll take you to the various test maps. So there you go, these maps are now included, that's pretty cool. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys is there's now some functionality with other health bars. So I'm going to come in here, I've simplified the options here in the health bar options. So armor only is off, you'll get the health bars like normal. So let's summon a Moloch. There you got his armor bar. Underneath the health, the blue bar is his armor, and breaking that makes him significantly weaker, etc. Some bosses in God Complex use armor, and then when you break their armor, they'll start behaving a bit different. They might be faster, but they're weaker at the same time. Stuff like that, so it's kind of important to see their armor. If you want to use a different health bar mod, you can now do that. You just come in here and you turn on armor only, and now will only show armor. And that way you can load other health bar mods. So if you wanted to load the classic clusterfuck HP bar, you can do that. So here we are, you can see that I'm loading the old clusterfuck health bar, and it's working just fine. I can come here and I can summon a Moloch, and then you can actually see its armor. So yeah, then you can just come in and go into mod options, health bar options, you got armor only on, and you can just customize this. So I want it to be a little bit higher, maybe I'll do 209. Nah, that's making it lower. But you just gotta tinker with it a bit to figure it out. Go for 115. There we go. Now we've got an armor bar there with the old clusterfuck health bar. So in this case, what you should do is just load the extra health bar whenever you want to use at the end of the load order, but don't take out the God Complex health bar. If you want the armor bar to be there, you need that to be loaded. And I would still recommend just loading it anyway. Maybe if you don't even want the armor bar, you could just remove the God Complex health bar. But I don't know how that will go. Honestly, I haven't tried it. I don't plan on trying it. And obviously, since Moloch here, since the clusterfuck health bar has the health tracker in the bottom left corner of the screen, you can just come in and turn this to 0 and get rid of the one that's there. So if I go and add on armor only off now, we're going to get both health bars. And yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. So yeah, we're back with the regular God Complex armor, health and armor bar mod. We're just going to turn armor only off and things are back to normal. I will just make sure this is set up right again. 6115, that's what's recommended. Oh, 155, my bad. That makes sense. Okay, there we go, back to normal. I've also gone and added a a bug fixing sort of feature. So as you can see down here, we have our boss tracker amount down here. Tracks the monster, yep. Let's just say that you're playing and the health tracker bugs out for whatever reason. You kill a monster, but its name doesn't go away from the corner up there. What you can do is just look away from whatever monster, just come here, reset it to 0, and then unpause, and then when you set it back up again, it'll be reset. Setting it to 0 resets it completely. That way you can sort of just unbug it if it ever messes up. While it is working pretty freaking well, considering I made the system from scratch, and I'm a scrub coder, I imagine there will be times where something will mess up. So this is here just for that. And another thing that's been added recently, that we'll go over in a sec. Alright, so there is actually a new setting in God Complex GZDoom now as of the 1.0.3 or 4 update. So let's say you're playing Chillax and there's some maps in here with a ridiculous amount of cyber demons. Now in the past, I would have told you to come in here and go to the too many bosses option, and I would have told you to tinker with this stuff. We have the presets down here, which allow you, I would have just said pick Chillax, and what that does is it sets all these. And basically here, the higher the number is, the higher the chance of getting a weak cyber demon spawn. Because you don't want to get 20 legendary cybers or nemesis cybers. The higher these numbers are, the more chance there is for just a basic cyber demon or a weaker phase cyber demon or a clockwork, whatever cyber demon. there's more of a chance for one of them to spawn in place of like one of the really strong bosses. So what I've added here is we've got auto protection now. So if you don't want to come in here and mess with this yourself, which is understandable because, you know, the more options you have to use, the more confusing it kind of gets and just annoying to deal with. So you can have auto protection on, and this enabling this setting will auto adjust the options below for each map. This can help a lot with performance on boss heavy maps. Disable if you want to customize things yourself. So let's start a new game with that setting on and we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got one cyber demon in this map and we're going to check it, and it's going to be everything is set to 2. This pretty much guarantees that when you're playing a map with one cyber demon, you are going to get a good boss. So let's go to map 5. Okay, there's a few monsters here. Now let's check the option now. So what this does is at the start of the map, the game checks how many cyber demons there are spawned in the map and it adjusts the settings based on that number. So now the options have gone up a bit. They're all on 80, which is pretty sweet. We go to map 10. I think there's even more cybers on this map. We'll check again. It is so cool making things and then seeing them actually work, I gotta say. And as you can see here, we've got they're up at 180. That means there's probably like 15 or something cybers in this map, probably more. Let's go and get a true rune. All right, we've got some weapons. We're at tier 7 now. Let's say you were to load into, I think the map I want to go to is changemap 31. Let's say you wanted to load into this map, all right? This map has a ridiculous amount of cybers. As you can see, we're going to put vanilla mode on because we're not stupid. We're going to come in here, check too many bosses, and now it's up at 210. This means that there's a very high chance for cybers to spawn a weak variant instead of some bullshit. Oops. So I can come in here and you can see the performance is actually pretty good as well because of this. If all of these monsters were like Nem cybers, legendary cybers, whatever, the performance would tank like crazy. In fact, I think it will tank now that these guys have woken up. This map is still pretty rough to play, especially in GZDoom, but it's not bad. It's playable. All you gotta do is fire off a few Nemesis BFGs and take some stuff out, and you know, you're good to run around a little bit. But that's that. Like, you still get some good bosses in here. There's an enraged cyber there. We've got some demented Terminator running around. So the system works really well. I'm so happy with this. Honest to God, it is beautiful. Let's turn off this setting now. Let's go and turn that off, and I'm gonna like just set this down to like low so you can see what would happen if we didn't have this setting on. Actually, it looks like it's okay. Is it worse? Hang on, let me check this. Let me check. Did I never add the check-in for it? There's actually a good chance I didn't. Shit, I didn't! Oh no. That option does nothing. Okay, well I need to fix that. Okay, we're back. Let's try this time. I actually haven't tested it. I just made the change and I'm hoping that it's just gonna work straight away while I'm recording. Let's give it a go. So let's come in here. We're going to do this again. We're gonna turn it off. Fuck you. We're gonna put all this stuff down. I mean, it only matters at tier 7. Like, realistically, I could leave all these up and just have the tier 7 one down because we're at tier 7. That's how it works. But I'm just putting them all down just for, I don't know. I'm just doing it. Alright, got this. This is the same save as last time. Let's go and change map 31. This time it's gonna work, right? Yeah, that looks a bit more fucked up. I can already tell. So let's just make sure that the settings didn't change. Correct. Auto protection is off. This shit's gonna be fucked up. As you can see, this is way worse. Auto protection is actually good. How am I not... Where's the frame drops? I'm so surprised right now that there are no frame drops. Oh, it's gonna happen though. Let's get a Nemesis BFG in there just because I feel like it. Probably if they wake up over there as well. Every area has like a whole fucking line of barons. Whole screen is just fucked. So anyway, that's just an example of how the auto protection works. Let's just turn it back on and reload, just to cleanse our spirit a little bit. It's back on. Let's go. That's better. I mean, it's still pretty rough, but it's better. There's just more regular cybers in the mix. Also, if anyone ever wonders where the where the rapid shotgun has gone, as you can see, I'm gonna scroll down, it's not here. I've actually put it at the #1 spot in the shotgun, so if you hit pistol and then scroll up one, you'll get the rapid shotgun. I just found it really annoying swapping through my shotguns, trying to get to one that like I want to use, like especially in the early game when I just want to get to the quad or the hexa or the explosive shotgun, and the rapid shotgun comes out first, and I go to shoot it and have to spin up. It's annoying, man. It's really annoying. Yeah, this is so much better, so much more playable. Ugh, it's actually just, I'm just so happy that this worked. I'm so happy. And the fact that it works and I'm on a map with so many cybers and it doesn't crash, because it did crash a few times when I was first making it, and it works, I'm happy. Alright, let's get on with the video.